this is an example of the vending machine that we kind of did before, system where the administrator, so this is like the administrator welcome portal, and the administrator is able to view customer orders or view machine checks. And so what you can do first, let me make this wider so you can see it, because I'm going to launch and then you'd see how it looks like. So initially it will be something like, okay, so let me just increase this slightly more, and so we can view that whole part a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna go back and run it again. Okay, so the administrator could view customer orders or view machine check. If they click on view, in your case, it's like view employee tasks progress, so that they can see which employees have completed task or not. And so here they could be able to view. So basically in my case, I can click view customer orders and it will just, in terms of orders, they would see it. And the administrator obviously would have to view the client's orders. So I'm saying one part in your case would be for clients tasks, and one part would be for employee tasks. So in this part, it could be for either employee tasks to see what progress they've made, if they've completed the tasks or not, and for clients to see the task that they're actually putting that they want to be done, and then they could update. So basically here would be like where they could view. Let's imagine that this is the one that views the client tasks. So they could see, once they click on view, like I said, view customer orders, view client tasks, they could see the task that they want to complete. And then here they could update those tasks. So for me, basically to update a task, so what I mean is like I would enter, let's say in this case, I'm entering a customer order ID. So, and then I enter the ID so that I can click update, and I could change this or update. So let's say this is a client task. So in this case, I would have to change, I would have to update the client task by saying, so by default, it's check task maybe. So what I'm saying is maybe this is a client task information, and maybe there's one part on the table that says task status. So here by default, when the client creates a task, the task status will be like something like task pending. It will be by default saved there, and I can update that from task pending to task accepted or task rejected. Well, in this case, because this is a customer orders, and I would have to put order ID, but in terms of yours, I would have to put the task ID. And then perhaps I could make an update by having a combo box here where I could change to task accepted, and it will show on that column from task checking or task in progress. From that column that was by default, it will change. So for example, if I update this, so this is how the update works. So this person is requesting for chicken curry. So maybe I change this and I make it burger and fries, and I click update, and it says your information has been updated. So now when I do view, you see that I'm able to see now burger and fries instead. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's how it will change in terms of task checking, from task checking to task accepted or rejected. So that will be changing on the customer task table, which the customers or clients can see. And this will be from the administrator portal. So here is just a search thing. So which is the one I said I will be, update to talking to you guys how to do. So you just enter the ID and it searches if it's based on ID, or if it's based on location, I could also search. So for example, if I view again, so location could be the area. So here's like Evansville. So if I'm trying to search based on Evansville, for example, it brings for me all of those areas. So this is just a general example. Okay, so let's say I'm going to launch again the portal for the administrator. So let's say that was view client's tasks. Now maybe this is view employee task progress. So this will again open up the section for employees task progress. So here you can see employee account type, and then employee name and etc. And then you can see, for example, here it says machine status. In this case, it would say like task status. So here the employee would be able to say task completed. And maybe there should be another column in your case that would be like a message from the administrator to the employee in case if a task is being worked on, you want to ask them a question about that task. So all of that will be done in the same way. So this works in the same way for what I showed for the clients. So this is kind of like an example. So I thought that this would be useful. I think this is what you needed in terms of your, of course, we have the login page for the administrator, and then you would have the type here to specify what kind of type of administrator so that they can be given the access to view the tasks for clients or not. And then we have, of course, the registration page, which is where they register.